First try.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run. To straightaway right field, and even 30 home runs on the year. And the Indians move in front now, 3-0.
Dripping with tools. He's got the speed, he's got the power. You don't know how to attack this guy. You can't put him on base with a knock or a walk, or he'll just end up on second or third. And if you leave something over the heart.
In now for the Reds, Michael Ciani, and they've got some work to do early on, down 4-0 already.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far. And they're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Acevedo backs up a bit, and he takes charge for the... Ready to take his hacks again, Edward Acevedo, as he'll look to follow up the two-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. First pitch coming, here it is.
Hey, let's go, kid. Here we go.
The windup and the 0-1. This is line to left. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. And they're able to get the ball in quickly, so he'll be held to a single with one away.
Well, Dan, the sun goes down and this guy lights up right here. That's his third knock of the night.
Talk about having a good night. 3 hits, and hey, he might have another at bat or two before this one ends.
All right, come on now, one time.
And one on here in the inning. Here's a look over to first.
He's in there.
A dive, but he's back.
Hey, come on
He's
now.
ready. Here's the 0-1. Right side, hit hard. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, that's one of the, I guess, the advantages of hitting with that hole between first and second base, D-Row. First baseman has to hold that runner on. That leaves that right side wide open.
Yeah, and credit the batter right there. Nice piece of hitting right there. Not trying to do too much. He took a look at the defense and saw where it was aligned and tried to beat him.
Throw won't get him.
You could argue that pitch was going to be off the plate a little bit right there. But you know what? He was able to put bat on baseball and find a way to hit a soft liner to the opposite field.
The 2-2. High in the air out to center field. Ciani is there. Let's see if they test it. And a 6th run will come across on the sac fly. It's now 6-zip.
Obviously, he's hoping for more up there with.
Standing in, Edward Acevedo. He singled his last time up.
Edward Acevedo.
Get your pitch right here.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Ball inside.
Hey, grip it and rip it, kid. Let's go.
The 1-0 home. Hit hard to the right side. Foul.
Hey, your pitch
Here's the 1-1 pitch. 2 balls and a strike. And he fouls this one off. The 2-2. Hit to third. He's got it.
Come on.
And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. Ready now for Cincinnati. Aristides Aquino. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game.
Hey, we got one.
The 1-1 home. On a line to shortstop. And they got there so quickly the runner didn't get very far from the bag. They settle with just the 1 out. Stepping up to the plate, Edward Acevedo. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. From the belt, the pitch.
Nope. Ball one.
A ball and no strikes. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
It seemed like everyone had a hand in this win, and that's usually the case when you win a game by 8 runs. Feels good to dominate a game like that.
Cleveland Indians, 3 runs on 9 hits, no errors.
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. A good one on tap for you this afternoon between the Cleveland Indians and the Cincinnati Reds. It's Interleague Baseball on the show. Striding in for the Indians, Edward Acevedo. He comes in today leading the American League in batting for the season.
What a season this guy. Right up there among the art.
Line to shortstop. He's there to make the play, and that is. Now at the plate, Edward Acevedo. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Edward Acevedo.
Hard on the ground towards short. And there's the first hit of the game for Cleveland.
Obvious pitch recognition right there. 0-0 changeups usually get guys out in front, but he was able to stay back, recognize it, and drive it for a base hit.
And that'll bring in Franmil Reyes.
The right fielder, number 32, Franmil Reyes.
And a dive, but it rattles in and out of the glove. And he is in there.
I don't know how he got to that fastball right there. That looked like the old Tommy Hawk approach back in the 60s and 70s getting to that one.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Teoscar Hernandez. Lifetime in this matchup. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. The payoff pitch. Swing, and he pops him up. Russell is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. Striding in once again, Addison Russell.
Not shortstop, Addison.
And gets this one down. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is. Digging in and looking for more, Edward Acevedo. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, pressure's off right now. He extended his hitting streak that last plate appearance. Now he gets to get back into his zone, work on his craft, and try and drive something in the gap.
First pitch of the at-bat. A little too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside.
These are the moments in the game that can sway it one way or another, why you get a W or a loss right here. Leadoff man on, heart of the order coming up. Guy out on the mound has got his work cut out for him.
A ball and a strike. Munoz gets his lead at first, nobody out.
Wait for a good one. Drive it, kid.
Drilled down the line, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now.
Wait for a good one now.
From the belt, the pitch. And that's going to be high. 2-2 now. From the stretch. And he popped him up.
Get down, ball. Get down.
And that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Well, that's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, D-Row. You make a really good pitch, and yet this guy's so big and so strong, he's able to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand your batting gloves to the first base coach right there, and you thank your lucky stars. That's a nice AB.
Russell has it. One there. On to first, and they get the double play. Now at the plate, Edward Acevedo.
Next for Cleveland, the second baseman, Edward Acevedo.
Hey, you got it. No one better. Let's go.
First offering on its way. Swung on, and this ball is hammered. Forget about it. And they have taken the lead.
Boy, when this guy gets in a groove, he can hit him, and when he hits him in bunches. Hit a home run in last night's game, and if they continue to pitch him on the outer part of the plate, look out, this guy's going to do some major damage.
Eleventh inning set to get underway, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Edward Acevedo.
Very rarely, Matt, you see a first pitch changeup hit out of the ballpark. That tells me right now that this guy was up there looking for the changeup in that last at bat. We'll see if they pitch him any differently here.
Senzel's got it, and there's one gone. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Kyle Isbell. The winning run is at first base.
Kyle Isbell.
Popped up. Acevedo has a play. One away. Thirteenth inning ready to begin. And
Hey, see it. Rip it. Here you go.
ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Soft liner to the left side.
Attaboy, make the turn here.
A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. And a nice job to get the ball in quickly. He'll be held to a single here with nobody out.
Boy, talk about having a day, Debro. He gets his fourth knock of the game, but mixed in with one of those four was a round tripper. Not a bad day.
Yeah, you have five, maybe a handful of games that you can throw out 4 knocks throughout the course of the year. Add in a tater to go with it. He's smiling. His food's going to taste better tonight.
And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts.
Wow, that's awfully impressive right there. The pitch before was really close. Called the ball. What does he do? He comes back with a better pitch and gets
now
the punch out.
The left fielder, Teoscar.
Bounce to first. And that gets through for a 1-out base hit. Throw into third.
Get down.
And he is in there at third as the possible go-ahead score.
Yeah, and I think this is the case of a guy trying to rush it, hoping to turn a double play. And instead of getting 2 outs, they get 0 outs, and runners are on first and second.
Now batting.
Into the box now, number 40. And clearly this is a critical moment in this ball game. Go-ahead run at third with 1 away. Slapped hard the opposite way. And that is down for extra bases as that ought to plate the go-ahead run and maybe another.
Boy, those have to feel really good, Dero. You get late in the game, you come up with it.
Pitching and defense game 2-1. The final bullpen, his 7th of the campaign. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com. We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Chicago White Sox and the Cleveland Indians. Who's going to win the battle between these two? We'll see next. Aaron Savali, a native of Connecticut, will be doing the pitching in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this guy's done a real good job on the year keeping the opponent's batting average down. Both righties and lefties coming into this one, hitting under 250 against this guy. He's been good all season long.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Line drive to center field. Reynolds has it for out number 3. Tribe turned away in the first. We played one in Cleveland with no score. Striding in, David Fletcher. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season.
Hey, all right, here we go now.
Liner towards second. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. Leading off the inning, Edward Acevedo, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Hot shot on the ground to short. Fielded cleanly. And quickly there's one down to lead off the frame. Up next for Chicago, Danny Mendick. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Danny Mendick.
To third. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And the throw will be too late as he can't recover in time. Digging in, David Peralta. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game.
David Peralta.
0-2. Here it is. Is on the ground to second. Is he going to get out of this? Over to first. He does get out of it, and the inning is. Stepping up now, Edward Acevedo. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point.
Acevedo.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Oh my, this ball is crushed. Where will this one end up? Onto the home run porch and gone.
That's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Ready to take his hacks again, Edward Acevedo, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
We all know this guy's a real good fastball hitter. We saw how far he could hit one. He got a fastball that he liked, and he turned that thing around, and it got out of here in a hurry. I expect this series to be a battle, so to take the first game at home is definitely the way you want to start it out. Give that home crowd a reason to come back tomorrow for what will hopefully be another solid performance.
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball.
Batting 5th, the right fielder, Dylan.
Second. He's right there. In time to first, and there are 2 away. Now batting, Edward Acevedo comes in today, leading the American League in batting for the season.
One of the best hitters in baseball, and he does it with some damage, too. Lots of extra base hits. He's in the top 5 in the league in slugging percentage as well.
A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Reynolds is on the move for it. And he makes a nice catch on the track. Ready now for the White Sox, Victor De Los Santos, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second base hit into the outfield. To second for one, relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. A couple of walks, but no damage. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Stepping in, Edward Acevedo. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Hard hit ball to short. Scooped up. And the inning begins with a quick out number one. Stepping in, David Fletcher, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. The 0-2 home. Rounded down the third baseline. Ramirez is up with it, and maybe some miscommunication there as the throw zips right by him. And they won't get him as he's able to advance from first to third on what would... Back to the top of the White Sox lineup now, and stepping in, David Peralta. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. This is on the ground to short. Could be 2. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. Home ready for another chance. Edward Acevedo. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Swing, and there it goes. He got all of this one. And that one is gone. So a 2-run shot to left center, number 33 on the year. And they take a 7-5 lead. Digging in, Brian Reynolds.
The center fielder, number 10, Brian Reynolds.
The 1-2. Hit out towards second. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning. Edward Acevedo will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going.
Hey, get your pitch. Drive it right here.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Hey, I rip that up there, huh?
Here it comes, 1-0.
If you've been paying attention, the guy on the mound does not want to come inside. If I'm at the plate, I'm leaning out over.
Now the 2-0.
Hey!
Luplow aboard here at first with nobody out. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And here's a curveball looked at. Strike 3 called, and that's the first out of the inning. Striding forward now is the DH, David Peralta. He was a double play victim last time around.
Yeah, rolling into a 2-ball. At you for the rest of the game at least, so you know he wants to make up for it right here.
On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now.
It's hard to do anything with a pitch like that that's below the zone, and if you do anything with it, most of the time this will be the result, a double.
Into the box, Edward Acevedo. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in the setback.
And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch.
There's a drive high in the air and deep to left center field. And it's gone as they add still another. So a solo shot here to left center field, his second of the game, as it's now a 6-run ball game. At the plate, Gio Urshela. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far.
Gio Urshela.
Hit on the ground out to short. But the feet of the second baseman is a wild one. Into the box now, number 40. And it's a strange line developing for him in this one. He's been walked several times. He'll try his way on as he gets this one down. And he'll step on first for the out, and the ball game is over. 11-5, the final tally in this one. The Cleveland Indians launched 6 home runs as a team in the ball game.
The final line.
Now at the plate, Edward Acevedo. He went deep last night twice.
Acevedo.
Here's the first pitch. And this one's in the dirt. And a nice job keeping it close. It's ball 1. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Carl Dixon.
Hey, D-Roll, one of the things you have to be aware of as a hitter from Carl Dixon, he'll call that high strike.
Yeah, he will. So you better be with 2 strikes, because if they elevate, good chance Carl Dixon's punching your ticket.
And guys, you take a look at the White Sox entering play here tonight. They've been in a serious tailspin just once in their previous 10 games.
Yeah, Matty, dropping their last game. Now they find themselves at 500 again. They got to find a way to get on a hot streak. You cannot continue to go peaks and valleys throughout the course of the season and ride that 500 line all year. At some point, you're going to have to take 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10 to get this going in the right direction.
And the runner back safely. Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. There he goes. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The throw. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down. Don't know if that was a true hit and run there with 2 strikes or not, but he's into second base safely on the strikeout.
Batting fifth, the third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
Swing and a looper to left. In comes the left fielder. Oh, and this kicks right off of him. Throwing to second. On to second, but he's in safely as they take the lead with 2 runs scoring on the play.
One team's dream inning is another.
Leading off to the White Sox,
The 1-1.
third baseman, Gio.
Right side. And that is through into right field for a single.
Sometimes you just got to trust your hands. That pitch probably...
Now in the box, Victor De Los Santos, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. The 1-2. Now this is hit not all that hard out to knee high. He barehands it. Hats off to that one. So stepping in, Gio Urshela, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. The 3-2 pitch. Hit hard on the ground to second. Reined in. One there. Relay to first in time. And just like that, this... Digging in, Acevedo. He reached on a single in his first try.
Yeah, Matty, pressure's off right now. He extended his hitting streak that last plate appearance. Now he gets to get back into his zone, work on his craft, and try and drive something in the gap.
Hit the other way out toward right field.
Get over his head. Come on, go, 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 go.
Legs churning. He's headed for second. And now that'll hop over the wall. So he'll be at second here with 2 away on a ground rule double.
There's a deep fly ball. Doesn't quite get out of the ballpark, but it hits in the right spot as it bounces off that hard warning track and over the wall for a ground rule double. Not sure if he had triple on his mind, but I doubt he'll complain too much about getting to coast into second base.
Carlson will reach out with one hand to make the catch. Trying to pick things up where he left off. Edward Acevedo. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Ball 1. 4 runs, 7 hits. No errors to this point for the Indians. That's out to the gap in right center. It's down for at least a base hit. With his speed, perhaps more. Around second. He's on his way to third. And he'll get in there safely. So a struggle that time for him in center field, and as a result, he'll be tagged with the E8 on the play. And that'll bring in Franmil Reyes.
The designated hitter, Franmil Reyes.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead, make it 5-1.
Dan, you were 1 pitch away from getting out of this. 2 outs, 2 strikes on the batter, and he's able to throw out a ribby knob.
Dero, it's hard to get more frustrated than that
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Luis Robert. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Has a look, now the pitch. Hit down toward the left. And that's through into left field for a base hit. A runner from third comes across to score as they try and chip away at their deficit. It's now a 5-3 ball game. Next will be the designated hitter, David Peralta. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Double play ball to second. 4. To second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So 2 runs on 4 hits. No. So a crucial moment here, and standing in, Dylan Carlson. But a single here could reduce the deficit to only 1. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Run as he rolls over it to second. Throw to first is in time for the first out. Standing in, number 40. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. On the ground to second. Did he get his double play? To second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. Stepping into the box, Edward Acevedo. He's looking to go 4 for 4 with a base hit right here. First pitch coming. Here it is. Swung on and hammered. No doubt about this one. Watch it fly. And this one is gone. A home run. So a 3-run shot to right center field. Number 35 now on the season. And they double him up. It's 8-4.
Talk about when you're hot, you're hot. Gets 2 bombs yesterday and another long bomb so far today. When this guy gets hot, he's near impossible to stop. I'm not giving this guy a pitch anywhere close to hit. And these home fans are getting a little spoiled as they take the first 3 of this 4-game homestand. they might want to break out the brooms for the next one as they look to finish off with a big sweep.
And this ball game ends at a 9-4 final score. The Cleveland Indians jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Daniel Espino takes the win on the mound, his second of the year. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac.